It's confirmed. NIO stock explosion ahead because of this. It has been verified. As a result of this, the price of NIO shareholders will soar. As a result of this share performance, it is now certain that a NIO stock explosion will occur in the near future. Now, there is a vintage term that, as a result of the dismal performance of the stock market in 2022, may be somewhat forgotten. On the other hand, it seems like that has been the case for NIO in recent times. The major market indices have all continued to put in a dismal performance this month, but the stock price of the Chinese electronics manufacturer has defied the market and is currently up approximately 30% as of today. We are going to go over the many reasons why NIO stock is about to go through the roof. Want to know more about it? Let's find out. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Stock Market News, where we bring you the most recent news about the stock market and electric vehicles. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our amazing videos. And let's begin! NIO stock has gained 30 points so far this month. Morgan Stanley anticipates further financial success. Tim Sal, an analyst at Morgan Stanley, believes that there are a few primary drivers responsible for the impressive performance. To begin with, it's possible that the gross margin for the first quarter of the year fell by 2.7 percentage points sequentially, which caught the market off guard in an unfavorable way. In addition, the analyst is of the opinion that investors have now moved past concerns regarding margin, and the majority of questions are now focused on the volume trajectories predicted by models. The analyst also believes that there is a way for investors to become more constructive here. NIO should have an easier time regaining the confidence of investors if the company can report a healthy sales balance of $11,000 to $13,000 in June. In my opinion, pines of shallow depth. According to Sal, investors should find NIO appealing given a strong lineup that provides better visibility and predictability, even if new models are unable to generate positive cash flow in the short term. This is the case even though discussions are still expected to center on how strong demand is right now. Sal believes that the addressable market for NIO will be impressed by the enhanced model bandwidth across segments including sedan, SUV, and crossover, as well as attractive pricing, and that this could provide a boost to NIO's competitive position and growth outlook into 2023. Even though Sal's price target of $31 allows for a growth rate of 37% over the course of a year, those gains, while still respectable, are still not even close to what the market's anticipating. According to the 36.75 average targets, shareholders can anticipate a 62% increase in their wealth over the course of the next year. All of the analysts who have been following NIO's development are optimistic, and the stock's been given a strong buy rating by the consensus of all 14 buys. The most recent drop in the stock price was brought on by a massive lockdown in China that caused some of that country's factories to close earlier this month. The lockdown was relaxed, which resulted in NIO completely reversing the trend it had been following the previous day. Even during the first quarter of the fiscal year, when the lockdowns were in full swing, investors believed that the company's earnings would be significantly higher in the future compared to what they were in the past. I personally believe that NIO was able to achieve a growth in revenue of 25% despite the fact that lockdowns were no longer affecting its production. It would appear that the coming quarters would be very fruitful for NIO. In point of fact, I anticipate that NIO will have profitable upcoming quarters, which I believe to be the case. On the most recent price drop, I took advantage of the opportunity to purchase some NIO shares and put my money where my mouth is. My NIO rating has been changed from hold to buy as a direct result of this reason. It is promising enough for growth investors that it warrants a small weighting in a diversified portfolio because of its potential return on investment. Nevertheless, there are a few qualifications that should be taken into consideration. To begin, there is not much room for me in it at all. Second, a significant portion of the controversial thesis on Chinese stocks does not apply to this particular company. The high profit margins, clean balance sheets, and low prices of Chinese stocks are some of the reasons why they are appealing to investors. NIO is only affected by a small number of these factors. The fact that it does not generate profit rules out the possibility of having high margins, and a price to operating cash flow ratio of 120 does not indicate a good value. On the other hand, the NIO. Because it does not generate a profit, high profit margins are not an option, and a price of 120 does not indicate a good deal being offered. The potential for future expansion is the primary focus of the NIO. Its revenue growth rate over the preceding 12 months was 66%. That's with the fuel lockdown deceleration turned on, 66%. The price of NIO stock may dramatically increase, but investors should be aware of the numerous risks and challenges that lie ahead. NIO is a significant player in the industry and shipped 593,000 vehicles in the previous year, which is approximately 6 times the amount shipped by NIO. It also manufactures vehicles for public transportation, allowing it to secure recurrent payments from the government. NIO, which specializes in producing sedans, does not have this advantage. According to Inside EVs, Tesla is another major player in China. In a typical month that does not involve a lockdown, Tesla produces over 20,000 automobiles in China. While not all of these automobiles are sold in China, the vast majority are. During the first 3 months of 2022, Tesla was able to sell 104,000 electric vehicles in China. That is one step further than what NIO was taking in at the moment. Although NIO has a very fast growth rate, which indicates that it will gain market share over time, there are currently 2 other companies in China that have a larger market share than NIO does. Following that, we will discuss competitors of the NIO smaller scale. In China, NIO faces competition from a number of local EV manufacturers on a more modest scale, such as XPeng and Li Auto, amongst others. The current standing for NIO is second. In 2021, it had 91,000 deliveries, which was compared to 98,000 deliveries for XPeng and 90,000 for Li Auto. Is it better to buy, sell, or hold NIO stock? NIO Inc. shareholders may have felt they were on an excruciating ride since early 2021 when the stock fell 77% from its peak. If it's any consolation, shareholders of other EV makers such as Rivian Automotive Inc., Nikola Corporation, Lordstown Motors Corporation, and Workhorse Group have fared even worse, with share prices falling 84.5% to 93.2% from their peaks. Tesla shareholders are doing better, but those who bought at the top are down 37.4%. Unlike in 2019, when it was on the verge of bankruptcy, NIO now has the financial clout to weather the lockdown restrictions and supply chain disruptions. It has a net cash position, a negative net financial debt of $5.5 billion, which is nearly as large as XPeng's at $6 billion. Looking further ahead, analysts expect NIO to generate nearly $30 billion in revenue by 2025, giving it a forward PS ratio of less than 1.0, with the number being 0.079. The corresponding EPS estimate for that year is 80 cents, giving NIO a forward PE ratio of 17.8 times, which is more appropriate for a value stock than a growth stock. And that's it for today's video. Hey, we sincerely hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if so, please give it a like and share it with all your friends and family. Let us know if you have any questions or comments for us in the section below as well. We always like to check in and hear from you, our viewers. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can see more of our incredible videos. And also make sure you watch our other videos that have been specially selected for you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well, because we are updating great content all the time. Hey, we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.